Let me ask you something honestly. How many times have you gone to bed thinking about a problem, and then woken up in the middle of the night thinking about the same thing? You try to sleep. You try to distract yourself, but your mind won't stop. Worry has captured your thoughts. It has captured your emotions. And slowly, it starts capturing your peace. But Jesus said something radical. He said, "Do not worry about your life." Not once, not casually. He repeated it. Do not worry. Now think about this. If Jesus tells you not to do something, he's not trying to limit you. He's protecting you. When he says, "Do not worry," he's not being unrealistic. He's saying, you were never designed to carry everything alone. The problem is not that life is hard. The problem is that we try to handle it by ourselves. And when you try to be your own provider, your own protector, your own solution, of course you're stressed. When you think everything depends on you, you have to figure it all out. You have to make the perfect decision. You have to fix every relationship. You have to secure your future. You have to plan for every possible disaster. That's exhausting. You were never created to carry the weight of the universe on your shoulders. God doesn't just want to give you resources. He wants to be your resource. Here's something powerful. Worry is faith in the negative. It's believing something bad will happen. Faith in God says, even if I don't understand it, He does. You cannot fully worry and fully trust at the same time. One grows, the other shrinks. When your faith increases, worry decreases. When worry increases, faith decreases. So the real question is, what are you feeding more? There comes a moment in life when you just get tired. Tired of overthinking. Tired of trying to control everything. Tired of being overwhelmed. And you finally say, God, I surrender. It doesn't have to be a long prayer. It doesn't have to be fancy. Sometimes it's just, God help. And that simple prayer shifts everything, because now you're not carrying it alone. Have you ever been on an emotional roller coaster? Up one moment, down the next, happy in the morning, anxious by evening. That's what worry does. It steals your focus. It steals your joy. It steals your ability to love the people around you. You're sitting with family, but mentally you're somewhere else. And God says, cast your cares on me. Not hold them, not manage them. Cast them. That means release them. Worry often comes from feeling alone, like everything depends on you, like you're an orphan in this world. But you're not. You have a father, not an ordinary father. The best father in the universe. He sees the beginning. He sees the end. He sees every angle of your situation. He knows what people are thinking. He knows what tomorrow holds. And He already has a solution. Let's be honest. We worry because we think we're in control. But control is an illusion. Jesus said you can't add a single hour to your life by worrying. Not 1 hour. So why are we sacrificing our peace for something that doesn't even change the outcome? Worry doesn't fix the future. It only ruins the present. Trust doesn't mean problems disappear. Trust means peace stays. The key to peace is not solving every problem. The key to peace is knowing who holds your life. When you truly believe, He is my provider, He is my protector, He is my guide, something changes inside you. You stop obsessing. You stop panicking. You stop trying to control what only God can control. And you start resting. You may be saying, you don't understand how many problems I have. Maybe I don't, but God does. And He says, give me all of it. Your fear, your anxiety, your failure, your brokenness, because only I can handle it. You don't have to live defined by worry. You can live defined by trust. You can live defined by peace. You can live knowing that the one who created the universe is personally invested in your life. So today, make a choice. Worry or trust. You can't do both. Choose trust and let him carry what was never yours to carry. Let me tell you something most people don't realize. Worry is expensive. It costs you sleep. It costs you focus. It costs you joy. It even costs you relationships. You're physically present, but mentally absent. Someone is talking to you, and you're thinking about tomorrow. Someone is laughing, and you're calculating worst-case scenarios. Worry steals moments you will never get back, and tomorrow isn't even guaranteed. Most worry isn't about today. It's about what if. What if I fail? What if they leave? What if I lose? What if it doesn't work out? But here's the truth. What if works both ways? What if it does work out? What if God opens a door you never imagined? What if the delay is protection? What if the struggle is preparation? We assume the worst. Faith assumes God is working. Some of you aren't just worried. You're waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for healing, waiting for clarity, waiting for that one prayer to be answered. And waiting can feel silent. But silence does not mean absence. Just because God is quiet doesn't mean he is inactive. Sometimes he is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see yet. Think about this. Pressure creates diamonds. Resistance builds muscles. Storms grow deep roots. What if the very thing you're worrying about is the thing shaping you? What if the struggle is strengthening you for something bigger? God is not just solving problems. He is building people, strong people, faithful people, mature people. We live in a world of instant results, instant messages, instant food, instant updates. So when God doesn't respond instantly, we panic. But God is not Amazon. He's not delivering comfort overnight. He's developing character. And sometimes the delay is the development. The biggest battlefield isn't your job. It isn't your bank account. It isn't even your circumstances. It's your mind. The enemy doesn't have to destroy your life. If he can control your thoughts, plant a seed of doubt, plant a seed of fear, plant a seed of insecurity, and let it grow. But you have authority over your thoughts. You can choose what stays. Instead of replaying your fears, replay God's promises. Instead of magnifying your problems, magnify your provider. Worship shifts perspective. When you focus on how big your problem is, you feel small. When you focus on how big God is, your problem feels small. Worship is not denial. It's declaration. Look back at your life. How many times did you think, this is it? I won't survive this. And yet, here you are. You survived. You grew. You learned. That wasn't luck. That was grace. If he carried you before, he can carry you again. Peace is not automatic. It's chosen. Every day you wake up, you choose. Am I going to trust or am I going to stress? You might have to choose it again at noon and again at night. Trust is not a one-time decision. It's daily surrender. So here's what I want you to do. The next time worry shows up, pause. Don't entertain it. Don't feed it. Say, God, I trust you. Even if your voice shakes, even if your heart is racing. Trust is not the absence of fear. It's moving forward anyway. You were never meant to live trapped in anxiety. You were meant to live in confidence. Not confidence in yourself. Confidence in the one who holds everything together. So release it. Let go. Stop carrying what was never yours to carry and start walking in peace. Because the same God who holds the universe is holding you. There comes a moment in every life when you realize worrying is not protecting you. It's imprisoning you. You think you're being responsible. You think you're preparing. You think you're staying alert. But really, you're draining your strength. for battles that haven't even happened, and some of them never will. Worry makes you fight shadows. Trust makes you walk in light. Today can be the turning point, not because your problems disappear, but because your perspective changes. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not alone trying to survive this world. You belong to a Father who sees what you can't see, who knows what you don't know, who is already standing in your tomorrow. When you understand that, worry loses its grip because you stop asking, "How will I survive?" And you start declaring, "I know who walks with me." So here's your declaration. I refuse to let fear decide my future. I refuse to let anxiety control my thoughts. I refuse to carry what God has asked me to release. I will trust, even when I don't understand, even when I don't see results, even when it's uncomfortable, because peace is not found in perfect circumstances. Peace is found in perfect trust. And when you truly trust, you breathe differently, you think differently, you live differently. So tonight, sleep in peace. Tomorrow, walk in confidence. And from this moment forward, choose trust over worry every single time.